Good morning, children. It's nice to see you all back once again in a new month. I hope God will protect us and guard us from all the challenges which we are about to face in the course of this month. Well, on a new month, we would like to start a new unit, that is unit number 3, and we would like to start the third unit with a prose lesson. The prose lesson given to us in the third unit is Empowered Women Navigating the World. You can see the lesson displayed on your screen. So that's the title, Empowered Women Navigating the World. So women empowerment, the power of women. How do they navigate the world? How they are going around the world in traveling through sea or through airways. We have seen women exploring all the fields nowadays. There's not a particular field where women had not explored, even to the most difficult parts like going to space. From Kalpana Chawla, women have already started to explore, especially Indian women. And in that, today in this particular lesson, we're going to see how women have empowered in navigating the world, in traveling the world. That's what we're going to see in this lesson. The power of women is understood. We see women in our own home, a mother, a sister, etc. And we know the value of their presence and the kind of mental stability and the kind of confidence they give to the family. So from there, women's confidence starts. The role which they play in the home, nowadays it has started to play in the society as well. So the society is becoming stronger and stronger because of the presence of women. So let us see what the author wants to tell in this lesson, how women have navigated the world. Here in this lesson, he wants to tell about 6 women, a group of 6 women who navigated the world, who went through the world through sea. 6 Indian women. Will know who are they and what was the achievement they did. So we'll go straight away to the lesson. So you can take page number 60 if you have a textbook, or you can just watch the screen where the lesson has been displayed. So gone are the days where women in India remained indoors unless permitted to go out with an escort. So those were the days where women were kept indoors in their house, and only they were taken outside with somebody to escort them. They couldn't go themselves on their own. Conditions today have changed thanks to all those women who have fought for their freedom and set a very good example for others. So we should thank all the women who fought for their freedom, and because of that, they have started to be free, and they have set very good examples for the other women to follow. The real power of women, though realized earlier, is currently being projected to the world by the advancement of technology and media. So, though even in olden days, people understood the value of women, the role which a woman can play in the society. But today, in this world, we can realize the worth of women, especially after the advent of technology and media. We can, because through that we can, everybody can see the role or the contribution which women are doing, especially after the advancement of technology and media. Women occupy almost all the major positions in society today. If you look at, no, in all the places we can see the role of women. Currently, women's accomplishments are tremendous in many fields. No, they have almost conquered all the fields. One such achievement is, so that is the thing which you're going to learn. One such achievement is, which place? All women Indian Navy crew. All women Indian Navy crew. So Navy is something is associated with sea, naval forces. Here we are going to learn about women's achievement in Navy. Then this particular lesson we are going to learn about the women who circumnavigated travel around the world for 254 days all alone. A group of women, a crew, no, a group of women went around the world all alone. Only those crew, 6 women, they went around the world for 254 days, no, almost 8 and more plus months, days alone, in a sailboat called INSV Tarini. And the boat or the ship which they traveled was named as INSV Tarini. So the kind of achievement they did, and how did they travel in that particular ship called INSV Tarini. That's what we're going to see in this lesson. So, what is this INSV Tarini? Let us learn what is that first. INSV stands for Indian Naval Ship Vessel. Indian Naval Ship Vessel. So that is what INSV stands for. So they named it as Tara Tarini. So Tarini, why did they name it as Tarini? So Tarini is the patron deity for sailors and is worshipped for safety and success at sea. So that is like a patron, that is like a an image given, no, like a deity, like a god. It is given, and it is worshipped for safety and success at sea. So Tarini, that is the reason why they named it as Tarini, to get success and to be safe in sea. The term used was Tarini in India. So, how did this program start? INSV Tarini is the second sailboat of Indian Navy. So, already the first boat has been already made and has been sent, and this is the second one. The first being the INSV Mahdi, MHADA, Mahdi. The first one was named as INSV Mahdi, and this one INSV Tarini. It is a 55 foot. Now, what is the length of this boat was? 55-foot sailing vessel built indigenously in India, built naturally in India. That is, it was not borrowed from a foreign country. That boat was built in India by a company called Messrs. Aquarius Shipyard Private Limited, located in Goa. This particular company is what made this ship. After undergoing extensive sea trials, they tried to check that its travel in the sea. She was commissioned to the Indian Naval Service on 18 February 2017. After going for many trials and finding it to be very strong and successful to sail in the sea, they gave it to the Indian Navy on 18th February 2017. The boat was named after the famous Tara Tarini temple. So the meaning of Tara Tarini we just learned in the previous paragraph. But Tarini is also the name of a temple in Ganjam district in Odisha. In Odisha, there was a district named Ganjam district. So in that they have a temple named Tara Tarini. So they named this after the temple Tara Tarini. The word Tarini means boat, and in Sanskrit it means savior. So it is it saves us, it sacrifices for us. So that is what Tarani meant in Odisha. So that's what they built this ship, and it was ready. So INSV Tarani has advanced ray marine navigation. Now, what is the speciality of this particular boat INSV? It has advanced ray marine navigation. So Ray Marine is a company. It's a manufacturer and major supplier of electronic equipment. So that is what is Ray Marine. So navigation shoot here means it targets development in GPS, sonar, etc., whichever is needed for traveling. So that is what is Ray Marine navigation suite, and an array of satellite communication systems. And there are so many satellites, satellites which is used for communication, for perfect navigation anywhere in the world. So by this, what research or what they're going to find is how to improve navigating, getting better signals, and how to communicate while traveling. That's what they're going to plan and do with this particular project INSV Tarini. Now, the next paragraph. Navika Sagar Parikrama was a project. The name of the project, which they're going to do it in INSV Tarini, was named as Navika Sagar Parikrama. Was a project undertaken in consonance, in agreement with the national policy, with an agreement with the national policy to empower women to attain their full potential, to make women to get the best out of women, to show the real power of women. So that is the idea of doing this project. The project is considered essential towards promoting ocean sailing activities in the Navy while depicting Government of India's thrust for Nari Shakti. Nari Shakti here means women power. So the project is also considered for essentially promoting ocean sailing activities, sailing in the ocean in the Navy through the Navy forces, while depicting Governments of India's thrust, because Government of India had a plan to improve women's role in Navy, in ocean sailing. So that was the reason why this project was started. This was said by the Chief of Naval Staff at that time, Admiral Sunil Lanba in his welcome speech. This is what Sunil Lanba, the Navy's Naval Staff Admiral, he was Admiral of Naval Staff. This is what he said in his welcome speech. So all things are ready. Now we know why this has been said, this project, and what are all the things they want to achieve in this project, and why this project is named as Navika Sagar Parikrama. This was exclusively for ocean sailing and particularly to promote the potential of women. Next, we'll go to the next paragraph. The voyage was aimed to showcase Make in India initiative by sailing on board indigenously built INSV Tarini. So the voyage, the journey was aimed to showcase Make in India initiative. That's why when the Indian government started Make in India movement, and to show that everything which has been built in India is more successful. So that is one of the idea behind this. The special feature of the sailboat is that it encouraged use of environment friendly, and what are all the important thing in this project is they used only environment friendly things in their boat or while traveling. Friendly non-conventional renewable energy, like what, like they found resources where they travel through those energy where the environment is not polluted, like as given in the text, such as wind energy, collected and updated meteorological, so getting wind energy and also getting more information about improving meteorology. Meteorology means predicting weather, predicting forecast of the weather, and updated meteorological, ocean and wave data on regular basis for accurate weather forecast by Indian Meteorological Department IMD, and also collected data for monitoring marine pollution on high seas. So not only that, they are also going to involve in producing wind energy, and they are also trying to improve meteorological department of India, that is updating the forecast very clearly, accurately, and also to collect how to monitor pollution in marine, in the sea, pollution in the sea. So all these things is what they're going to do, these girls are going to do in their travel, which they're going to do for 254 days. These are the targets which they're going to do. Okay, well, now we'll move on to the next page. So in that page you can see the picture of INSV Tarini. I think you would have seen that picture. So Indian Navy 6 women crew. Now totally 6 women were selected. Who were those 6? So Indian Navy's all women crew was the first ever to circumnavigate the globe, skippered by Lieutenant. LT means lieutenant. No, that is a very highest post in Navy. Lieutenant Commander Vartika Joshi. So who was the captain of this project among the 6 girls? The captain was Lieutenant Commander Vartika Joshi, and the other 5 women were the all women team also had Lieutenant Pradeep Jamwal, Lieutenant Commander Swati Pataripalli, Lieutenant Aishwarya Bodapati, Lieutenant Sri Vijaya Devi, and Lieutenant Payal Gupta as its crew members. So these were the 6 girls who were selected for this project. And this was the first the naval all women crew. This is the first time women in the world, women are going to circumnavigate, going around the world for 254 days, exclusively by women alone. So you can see in that picture, the picture of INSV Tarini, how beautiful it is. Some of the girls who are listening, if you are interested, you don't know, there is no boundary for your achievement. If at all you are interested, these women are going to be a great inspiration for you at the end of this lesson. So we'll now move on to the next paragraph. The crew started their journey on 10th September 2017, almost 3 years before. 2017 on 10th, they started from Goa, flagged off by the Defense Minister of India. Flagged off by Defense Minister of India at that time. He flagged off. He started and gave the journey. It was a historic day which would be marked in navigation history and globally, because that's a very important day in history of naval force, because first time a women team alone, without the help of men, are going to travel around the world for 254 days. It covered the expedition in 5 legs, right? The expedition, they're going to travel in 5 legs, that is in 5 places with 5 with stopovers at four ports. So they're going to travel in five phases, different phases. They're going to stop at four different places. They're going to cross. They're going to cross four different places. That is different ports. First one, Fremantle in Australia, Littleton in New Zealand, Port Stanley in Falklands. So Falklands is it's almost on the southern west corner, the other side of South America, no? Other side of Argentina, like that. Falklands, it's a group of island over there, and then they will return back to Cape Town, South Africa. So these are the four places where they're going to stop in their journey, and they start from Goa and they'll return back to Goa. Of ration and repair as necessary. In case of any ration, any food is necessary, needed, or any repair work has to be done, they will stop at these four port and repair as necessary before returning to Goa in April 2018. So they started in September 2017 and they'll return back in 2018. They went around the globe within 254 days and reached Goa port and they returned after 254 days in Goa port on 21st May 2018. The 6-member women crew broke many stereotypes during their record-setting sail. No, where they were traveling in the 254 days. They made many record-setting sail while they were traveling. That is, they broke many stereotype. Here means so stereotypes, widely believed ideas. Which has been believed, these are the things was possible. They broke certain things. They made the impossible possible. Which are the things whichever was thought to be impossible, those were the stereotype things. They made it possible, and this was the achievement which these women did. And I said this was the second one, INSV Tarani. A small note has been given about what was the first one, INSV Madi. That was the first vessel which was sent. You can see, do you know that? The first Indian solo circumnavigation was undertaken by Captain Dilip Donde. The first one who captained that one was, the second one was Vartika Joshi, women. The first one was Dilip Donde SC, retired from August 19, 2009 to May 19, 2010 on board another Indian-built vessel, INSV Madi. So this was the first one, Madi. It was captained by Dilip Donde. The first Indian non-stop solo circumnavigation was undertaken by Commander Abhilash Tony KC from November 1, 2012 to March 31, 2013. So non-stop. This was the one where they used to stop in several places and go. But there was also another vessel where they made, where it travels non-stop. That was headed by Commander Abhilash Tommy. So that was INSV Madi. And the thing which you are learning today is about ISNV Tarani. So now this is what is the achievement done. So in this lesson, an interview was conducted with the 6 women who were very successful in traveling the ship for 254 days. So, an interview with the crew members. So, India's all-women Navy crew who went around the world in 254 days have shared their experiences about their great voyage in an interview. They were sharing their experience, what the things which they met and how did they feel in an interview. Through their personal experiences, we really come to know their hardships and unpredictable challenges. Now, what kind of hard work they did and the challenges which they faced, we can learn through that interview. They have faced all through that expeditions while traveling, in that expedition, all the hardships and the experience which they got, they have shared in that interview. So that interview is what is going to learn in that second part of this lesson. So today we'll stop with the first part, and in the next class we'll learn the second part. So in the first part, we understood the empowerment of women navigating the world. So what was the real achievement done by these women from naval forces? These 6 great women, inspiring women from India, a ship which was built in India itself, INSV Tarani. Through that, all the 6 women, the kind of the struggles they went, and what was the purpose of going? That is to improve the meteorological department, to see the kind of how to improve the pollution level, to make it less in the sea, and also to find more renewable wind energy as well. All these projects they're going to do in the ship as well. So in the second part, let us learn what are all the experiences they got, the difficulties they crossed, and that will really be inspiring. So that is what they show, that women are capable of facing any kind of challenge. So well, children, so this is the first part of the lesson. So we'll stop here, and another class, in the next class, we'll continue with the second part. So now I request all of you to do the summary of the first part which we have learned today. Thank you. Have a nice day. Goodbye.